A very good morning, dear students. In the lesson Heredity and Variation, we have already finished with monohybrid cross, wherein Mendel had studied the pea plants using only one contrasting character, that was one is tall and dwarf. Today we are going to learn the next cross called as dihybrid cross. So how Mendel did his experiment on dihybrid cross, what were the parental generation which he used, what was the first generation and what was the second generation, and what different combinations he got. So let's try to learn that now. Dihybrid cross. So for dihybrid cross he used two pairs of contrasting characters. One was the shape of the seed and second was the color of the seed. So in monohybrid cross he had used the height as the character and contrasting characters were tallness and dwarfness. So here he used two different characters. One was shape of the seed and second was color of the seed. So if you turn on page number 184, you can see the shape of the seeds. There are two different types, that is one is round shape, second is wrinkled shape. Round shape and wrinkled shape, this was one contrasting character, and second was color of the seed. Color of the seed, you can see that there are again two colors, one is yellow color and another one is green color. Fine. So like that he used two contrasting characters. So shape of the seed was round and wrinkled, color of the seed was yellow and green. So like that he made combinations round and yellow, and second was wrinkled and green. Round and yellow and wrinkled and green he used for dihybrid crossing. So parental generation, let me try to write now what was the parental generation. He used parental generation of pure breeds of round and yellow, and second was wrinkled and green. So let me write down the parental generation. Parental generation, also called as P1. Parental generation was called as P1. And the phenotype we have learned that nothing but the visible characteristic. Here the phenotype was rounded and yellow. So we will write now the phenotype, that is the characters, visible characters which are shown. So phenotype, I'll write the phenotype as rounded and yellow seeds. Rounded and yellow seeds. Were crossed with wrinkled and green seed. So since it is crossing, I will use the word crossing only. Were crossed, that means there was hybridization. One with rounded in yellow seed, pure rounded in yellow seed. Second was wrinkled and green seeds. So wrinkled and green seeds. Fine. Now let us try to write the genotype. Now genotype is nothing but the pairs of genes for which the visible characteristics are shown. Pairs of genes. Last time also you have learned for tallness there is a pair of genes called as capital TT, whereas dwarfness small tt. So they are in pairs. Genes are in pairs. So for rounded, that it was RR, capital R, capital R. So let us write down for rounded, and for rounded in yellow seeds and wrinkled and green seeds, they are genotype. So their genotype of the rounded and yellow seeds was capital RR, pair of rounded genes, and yellow was capital Y1. Whereas for wrinkled it was small r, small y, small y. So that means they were pure breeds of rounded and yellow seeds and wrinkled and green seeds. So small r means wrinkled, small y means green seeds, capital R rounded, capital Y yellow seeds. Fine. Now you know that when these parental generation are there, they will also form what? Gametes. for fertilization or formation of crossing, whenever crossing will be done, there has to be gametes, a male gamete and a female gamete. And you have learned last time that during gamete formation, pair of gametes, are coming in single. From, there are pair of genes. From this pair of gene, a single gene will be expressed as a gamete. So single gene of, RR will be capital R, and that of capital YY will be Y. Because here these are contrasting characters. Okay, so contrast two different characters. They are two different characters, and since these are two different characters, this is also called as a dihybrid cross. So for the gametes of this will be of capital RRYY will be, let me write first here the word called as gametes. Okay, for this it will be capital R and capital Y, and not capital RR or capital YY, because this is in pair and one of the genes, so these genes are two here, one of the gene only will be there in the gamete. Since these are two different characteristics, each gene of the pair will be coming as a gamete here. So here you are getting capital R and capital Y combination. So like that you can have how many gametes here? Capital R, Y, 1, again capital R, Y, 1, then again capital R, Y, capital R, Y. You can get four gametes of the same type. 4 gametes of the same type. That is why we are writing only one gamete here. Okay. Then here how it will be? Yes, you are right. It will be, small r and small y. So like that 4 gametes will be formed of the same type. Okay, 4 gametes will be formed of the same type. Why to write so many times? That is why we are writing only once this gamete, since they are same types of gametes. Fine. So now once there will be fertilization, F1 generation will be formed. That means their offspring will be formed, or the first generation will be formed. That first generation, when we are writing, it is also called as first filial generation. So let me write that word called as first filial generation. First filial generation. So which is also called as F1. Parental generation is called as P1. Like that first generation after the union of the gametes will be called as the F1 generation. So F1 generation will be what? What will be the combination? Of course it will be, capital R, okay, small r, capital Y and small y. This will be the first generation, and you can see according to Mendel's, Mendel had conducted an experiment on monohybrid cross, and he got all tall plants. So according to him, in dihybrid cross, he thought that there would be all plants with rounded and yellow seeds, and he was proved right. In the F1 generation, all plants, okay, phenotypically means the appearance, phenotypically were rounded and yellow seeds. Okay, so the phenotype of the generation, F1 generation, was nothing but rounded and yellow. So these were all rounded and yellow seeds. Rounded and yellow seeds, and not wrinkled and green seeds. So that means wrinkled and green seeds would be recessive character, because it is not expressed in the first generation. That means it will be called as recessive character. So that means rounded and yellow seeds were dominant. Okay, rounded and yellow seeds were dominant. Okay, fine. So now this is considered as the parental generation. Though it is first generation, now it will be called as parental generation P2. This will be called as parental generation P2, and in this, what is done during second generation? It is done selfing. That means all rounded and yellow seeds are only taken. So phenotypically they are rounded and yellow, but genotypically, if you can see here, there is one gene or one allele is capital R, and second one is small r. Here it is capital Y, small y. So like that was the genotype, but phenotypically all were looking like rounded and yellow seeds. Fine. So now let's see what happens in the second generation, F2 generation, when selfing is done. And what is meant by selfing? Selfing means the same rounded and yellow seeds were used of the first generation. This first generation were later on called as parental generation, and parental generation, we write it like this, parental generation, now same one, okay, which is also called a first filial generation, is called as what now? P2. It is called as P2 as the parental generation, wherein selfing is done. Okay, what is done here? Selfing is done in F1. Selfing in F1 it is done. Okay, once selfing is done, you know, you have now the phenotypes. What will be the phenotypes? Rounded and yellow seeds, rounded and yellow seeds. The phenotype will be rounded and yellow of the two parents, rounded yellow, okay, I'll write short form, rounded yellow seed and wrinkled green, sorry, not wrinkled, sorry, since it is selfing, it will be, since it is selfing, it will be rounded and yellow seeds only, rounded and yellow seeds, okay, rounded and yellow seeds, fine. Now again, genotype will be, what will be the genotype of this? This is a phenotype, okay, this is called as a phenotype of the parental generation P2, which is also nothing but capital R, small r, capital Y, small y. So this is the phenotype. Let me write now genotype of this. So genotype will be what now? Genotype of rounded yellow is this only, that is capital R, small r, capital Y, small y. Here also rounded and yellow seeds, because selfing is done, the same will be the genotype RR, YY. Capital R, small r, capital Y, small y. Now next step is to write the gametes. Now here if you see, now here different combinations can come. Here you can have combination of gametes like characters with round and yellow, then round and green. You can have wrinkled and yellow and wrinkled and green. That means 4 different types of gametes will be formed. Here only one type of gametes will form. Correct? Either for the round and yellow and or wrinkled and green. But here 4 different combinations you will get. That is of the gametes will be, you know, gametes will be different combinations here. One will be of round and yellow. That will be, okay, I will write in some other chalk here. That is round R and capital Y. This is the first gamete. Second gamete will be R, capital R, comma, small y. Okay. Next will be capital R, capital Y. Sorry, small r, capital Y, and small r, small y. Of one parent. Different types of gametes can be formed. Okay. And of course of the second parent now. Parent cannot be single. Okay. In sexual reproduction, parent has to be 2. One will be male and another will be female. Correct? So yes, so this is, let's consider this is male, then this will be female. Again here also, 4 different types of gametes will be formed. I will show it in some other chalk. That is capital R, okay, capital Y, comma, capital R, small y, comma, small r, capital Y, and small r, small y. Now if you see, capital RY and small ry are of the first generation P1 gametes. Okay. Now these are P2 generation, that is parental generation P2, in which selfing of F1 generation is done. This is F1 generation, wherein selfing in F1 is done. That is called the parental generation P2. Now let's see, when these different gametes are there, what can be the combinations of the characteristics. So this combination of characteristics is studied in something called as Punnett square method or checkerboard method, and you will enjoy it because it is just the combination of the different types of gametes. So let's try that in the Punnett square or the checkerboard method. Okay. You have seen that parental generation was of the F1 generation, selfing was done, and therefore now this parental generation P2, when they were selfed, Okay, four different gametes were formed. Four different types of gametes were formed. So one will be called as the male parent and the other will be called as a female parent. So accordingly, male gametes will be there, female gametes will be there in the second generation. So let's write down the combinations of the second generation. We have already learned first Philia generation. Now we are talking about now the second generation, that is also called as F2. Okay, second generation, and that is nothing but F2. You know that one will be acting like a male gamete, one will be male, another will be female gametes, and you have seen the different combination of the gamete, that is nothing but capital R, capital Y, capital R, small r, capital Y, and small r, small y. Similarly, suppose these are male gametes. Female gametes also will be capital R, capital Y, capital R, small r, capital Y, and small r, small y. Let's see now when different types of gametes come together, what combinations we are getting. So in this case, what we have to do is that this way. Okay, so the two genes of the same characteristics you need to write down together. So same characteristics is either round, wrinkle, okay, or green, yellow. Okay, so here R you will write first and then Y everywhere. Okay, here we will write R and Y together. It may be capital R, capital Y, or small r, small y. Now in this box, what will come? You have to just cross and see what combination you will get. You will get the combinations like capital R, so capital R, capital Y, okay. Then if we go in the second column now, capital R, capital Y here and small y here, fine. Then we have capital R, this R is small, capital Y here, capital Y here, okay. Next will be capital R, small r, capital Y, small y, okay. Next we will go to this gamete now. Here capital R, capital Y, small y, okay. Then capital R, small y, then we have capital R, small r, capital Y, small y, then we have capital R, small r, okay, this is capital R, small r, small y, okay. Then we will have, go for this. Always remember, small letter is written after the capital letter. So we will write this capital R first, then this small r, then capital Y, capital Y. You can see here. Then next combination will be capital R, this small r, this capital Y, small y, okay. Next small r, both sides now small r, so small r, here one capital Y, there also capital Y, okay. Then you can see small r, capital Y, small y, fine. The last combination we'll see now what we are getting. Capital R, small r, capital Y, small y, then capital R, small r, small y, both are small y's, then small r, capital Y, small y, next small r, this small r, small y, small y. Now there were altogether 16 different combinations. Okay, 16 different combinations were there in the second generation. But out of that, how many were rounded and yellow and how many were wrinkled and green? Let's see the first parental generation what we are getting. That is capital R, capital Y, capital Y. That was pure rounded and yellow seeds, correct? And wrinkled and green seeds. Okay, so let us see which is the one. First parental generation P1, capital R, capital Y, capital Y. So there is, I think so only one is there. One of the parental generation P1. Okay, whereas the last one, in the last column you can see is the pure wrinkled and pure green seed. So that means the parental generation P1 was shown how many times? Only one times. Okay, now second was the parental generation P2, that was capital R, small r, capital Y, small y. Let's see how many combinations are there. Capital R, small r, here. This is one. Capital R, small r, capital Y, small y. This was parental generation P2. Anywhere else you can see? Here you can see. So here you can see. All these were P2 generations. That is capital R, small r, capital Y, small y. All these were parental generation P2. Correct? Now, and there are several other combinations. What type of combinations you can get? You can get combinations like rounded and yellow, pure. Okay, this is one combination. Then you can get rounded and green, rounded and yellow you can get. You can get rounded and green. Then you can get wrinkled and yellow and wrinkled and green. Altogether there should be 4 different combinations. That is rounded and yellow, okay, rounded and green, wrinkled and yellow, wrinkled and green. So but then you have learned last time about the homogeneous and heterogeneous and heterogeneous types of characters. So homogeneous is nothing but the same types, that is called as homogeneous. Heterogeneous, this will be called a heterogeneous type. Okay, like here this is homogeneous round and homogeneous wrinkled. Whereas here this is homogeneous round but heterogeneous yellow. Okay, sorry, this was wrinkled I said. This is yellow. This is homogeneous round and homogeneous yellow. This is homogeneous round but heterogeneous yellow. That means when they will be phenotypically expressed, how many types, how many will be wrinkled and rounded and yellow? Let's see how many are rounded and yellow. Okay, so let's write that rounded and yellow. How many are there? Rounded and yellow. Okay, in short I will write here. So rounded and yellow, let us count. Whether it is homogeneous or heterogeneous, that doesn't matter. What is the phenotypic ratio? Okay, phenotypic ratio. Phenotypic ratio means the appearance. So this is round and yellow. Okay, one. This is also round and yellow. Though it is heterogeneous, but still it is dominant character Y is there. Therefore, it will be yellow and not green. Okay, so this is one rounded and yellow, two rounded and yellow. This is also rounded and yellow. This is also rounded and yellow. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this is also rounded and yellow. This is not rounded and yellow because both the genes are small letters. So that means this will be green. So how many we have counted now? How many we have counted? I just circle like this. In one chalk, 1 rounded and yellow, 2 rounded and yellow, 3 rounded and yellow, 4 rounded and yellow, then 5 rounded and yellow. Then this is not the one rounded and yellow. This is rounded and yellow. This is also not rounded and yellow. Let's see what it is. Then this is rounded and yellow. This is also rounded and yellow. These are not rounded and yellow. This is rounded and yellow. This is not, and this is also not. So how many are rounded and yellow? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9 are rounded and yellow. 9 are rounded and yellow. Next combination is rounded and green. Next combination is rounded and green. Okay, rounded and green. Fine? Rounded and green. So what is the rounded and green? That means R and small y I will write. Okay, rounded and green. How many are there? Let us count now. Now this is rounded and green. Okay, means I'll use another chalk here. This is rounded and green. One. Another one here, rounded and green. Two. Okay. Then this is not the one. This is not the one. This is rounded and green. Fine. Anything else? Nothing. So rounded and green are 1, 2 and 3. So rounded and green were 3. How many were rounded and green? 3. Now next combination will be wrinkled and yellow. We have to see now next combination, wrinkled and yellow. Okay, wrinkled and yellow is small r, capital Y. Small r, capital Y. We'll see now wrinkled and yellow. So this is wrinkled and yellow, since capital Y's are there, not green. Green is for small y letters. So this small r means not round, they are wrinkled. So here we are getting wrinkled and yellow 1. This is also wrinkled and green 2. And again one more wrinkled and green 3. Again we are getting wrinkled and green 3. Now we'll see. Sorry, not wrinkled and green, wrinkled and yellow. Wrinkled and yellow are 3. Now what combination left is small r and y, that is wrinkled and green. That was the pure P1 generation. Wrinkled and green, how many are there? So only one is left, that is this one. So you can see that the parental generation F2, only one of the wrinkled and green was expressed. That means from this you can understand that wrinkled and green is a recessive character. So like that, this was only the phenotypic ratio, that means outer appearance. Like that even you can find out the genotypic ratio. So what you need to do is that it is your homework for today that you are going to find out the different genotypic ratio. Genotypic ratios will be, it is given on page number 187 as use your brain power. Now though it is cancelled from your syllabus, just like a fun activity you do it. What is that genotypic ratio? Phenotypic ratio are rounded and yellow, that means appearance from outside, rounded and green, wrinkled and yellow and wrinkled and green. Phenotypic only 4 are there. But genotypic, if you can see, there are how many combinations? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 you have. 9 different combinations are there in genotypic ratio. Phenotypic ratio of the dihybrid cross is 9:3:3:1. So this is the phenotypic ratio, that is 9:3:3:1. 9 is rounded in yellow, this is rounded in green, this is wrinkled in yellow and this is wrinkled and green. So which is only one. Whereas you can see dominant character is what? Round and yellow. Therefore rounded and yellow seeds were called as dominant character, whereas wrinkled and green were called as the recessive character. So this is the phenotypic ratio. In the case of monohybrid cross, you have learned the phenotypic ratio is 3:1. But the genotypic ratio was 1:2:1. So total it comes to 3 plus 1, that is 4. There also 3:1. So 3 plus 1 is equal to 4. So this is phenotypic ratio. You need to find out as a fun activity for you the genotypic ratio, which is given on page number 187. So though it is not there for you for study, but for fun activity purpose you can do that. Okay student, okay dear student, I hope you have understood what is a dihybrid cross. Dihybrid cross is a hybridization method between the two contrasting characters. In monohybrid cross, one contrasting character was used, that was tallness and dwarfness. Here two different characteristics are used and which are contrasting. Round and shape of the seed and color of the seed. Shape of the seeds are 2, that is rounded and wrinkled, and color are yellow and green. So like that dihybrid cross, the phenotypic ratio Mendel found it was 9:3:3:1. So and phenotypic ratio you will learn, genotypic ratio you can find out on your own and try to see whether it is 16 or not. 9 plus 1 is 10 and plus this 3 comes to 6. So altogether 16 different combinations are you will be getting. So we will study in the next part of the lesson, that is genetic disorders, in the next video. So till then students, bye and thank you.